What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another NeoVintage plays. Today we're playing 2001 Koei's Yanya Caballista, a small little action skateboarding game that came out in 2001, obviously. And pretty much you are these super Japanese anime looking characters performing tricks to defeat ghosts. Pretty much. They're ghosts called Gawus. So as you can see, the characters, you got Jet, who looks just like Goku, who's obviously one of my favorites to play as. You have Mei, who's a little bit actually better to use than most of it. You got Max, and Mr. Honda's the only one I have unlocked. You have Blueby, who's the bigger guy. Then you have three other characters. You have a grandma, you have a pink-haired girl, of course, and there's some other Clarice who's dressed all wild. I'll try to show you guys her later. You have to do these challenges to get them, but just wanted to kind of show this game off a little bit because a couple weeks ago on the NeoVintage podcast, a lot about Jet Set Radio Future, and this game always comes to mind when I'm talking about Jet Set Radio Future because it's kind of like that in a very small sense, where Jet Set Radio Future has, I think, a little better mechanic and stuff like that. This game suffers in that aspect because it was designed to be played with pretty much a tech deck board on the sticks, and you're supposed to use like that. They do have an alternate control scheme, obviously, which is what I'm using. Alright, and so those are the Gawus, and you pretty much just have to pull off your tricks and you destroy them by pretty much stunting on them. So it's interesting, and it's a weird concept. It's super Japanese, obviously, and this is, 2001, what wasn't being released on PlayStation. I believe this was PlayStation exclusive. I don't remember it coming to Xbox, original Xbox at the time. So the tricks really are only spin, flip, and grab. So you either do spin, flip, or you do the grab. Now, I'm kind of making it look a little bit easier. It's actually very kind of tricky and difficult because of how specific they want you to be. Like, in most skating games, you usually move with the analog stick or up and down on the D-pad. And while you do use that to kind of guide yourself, it also helps do that push-off. So you don't always want to be holding forward to go, which takes a little bit of my brain to get used to because it's just not how games work really then or now. And the speed is all a little bit different. Once you go in the air, sometimes just the controls get out of hand. Alright, so each section, obviously you see, keeps opening up the more you do. I have to check the maps. I forgot where the other ones are. So they're at the other edge. Yeah, so holding that stick forward does that push, and you gotta really time that push to be precise, or you're not gonna get the air you want or the tricks you want. So we got that one, and then the other one should be up here. That's not bad. Doing the tricks, you can't spam as you can in most other Tony Hawk skating games, where you can just keep pushing square with a direction and they'll do different grabs. This one is really about timing. You have to watch, if you're doing just a flip, you have to watch when he's done flipping to be able to do another trick. It's hard to just do flip, flip, flip. You have to time it like that. I hit it again and it didn't register because of how specific it needs to be. So spin and flips are the easiest way to do most of the tricks. The grab really is actually kind of difficult to land because of the rhythm you have to have. So I was able to get it there. So I'm trying not to get smashed by that car. But I've always enjoyed the style of this game. It's just kind of fun. When you see this, it's as frustrating as it can be. The other day had me slightly cracking my control because I was just getting very upset with it. Because it's so precise the way it wants you to do, and there's no real way to know how to do things. It just wants you to do it. Alright, so with Mr. Jet, look at that hair on Jet. That is ridiculous. And I used to think that was just the coolest thing. Alright, so I was able to get that. I'm getting a little bit better. I haven't practicing. I did try to record this for you guys earlier in my day today, and besides the footage getting destroyed, I was just terrible at it. So I actually played this for a few hours to try to get somewhat better at it. So So you're not just watching me, you know, bust and eat it for hours. Or however long this gameplay, I mean, should go. So this is what happens after you unlock all the little sections. Obviously you fight a boss. Most, if I remember, sections are about 3 or 4. So land, get him. So one more good hit should be able to get him. Ah, his bomb got me. Or else that really would have gotten him. So let's try to get this guy. Again, because I didn't launch at the exact time they wanted me, I just wasn't allowed to perform a trick. And there's no way to know until it's done. You know, until you go to do a trick and it just doesn't work. We got this guy cleared, and we should be able to have time to get into the next stage. I'm not going to do all the stages because they get very difficult. I like the little Gawu ghost in the back. I'm surprised these guys never came back in any format. Like, there was never some sort of animated adaptation, or, you know, everything on PS2 got sequels. So we'll go to Seaside Mall. We'll go a different character so you guys can see. I'll go Mr. Honda. Actually, I have to go back for that. Mr. Honda's always been my favorite, which is why, even though him being the easiest to unlock, I always like to get him first. So we're to mission 2. And I think this is where you get the specific color ones. Obviously, you gotta do specific tricks to get them. But these 2 stages I played a lot to practice, so should be pretty good. I'm not tooting my own horn because before I know it, I'm gonna just be embarrassing myself here. But yeah, this weird magician-looking nonsense. I've always liked Mr. Honda for that. The soundtrack also, you hear it. It's just. I always like that guitar riff that comes in there. So you gotta use the flip to kill that one. Come back, do the U-turn. Yeah, man, I miss the days when people were able to just experiment with video games and just get super stylistic. And we're kind of getting into that again now with like indie developers and stuff like that. You know, not everything needs to be one main hero, one main woman, or, you know, whatever the characters may be. Why not have giant Super Saiyan Man and magician and the fat blue thing that you unlock later on? He makes me laugh, that fat blue thing. I think it's Blueby or something like that, or Booby. Some weird nonsense. So I missed that combo. I did get that one with the spin, but I was supposed to hit the other guy. I didn't even see the grab one. So let me see if I can get these guys in one shot. Doubt it, but try to do another grab, but of course it didn't register. So for these guys, I would need to do a spin and a flip, and man, this is what I'm talking about, where it's just I'm doing it correctly, it just doesn't register. I just don't know if it was the nature of the PS2. And I'm not emulating this, I'm really playing this. And you see, just does not want to do another flip. And I know you can't just spam the flip, but there is no sort of meter, timer, or anything that they want you to see. And of course I just chopped that up. Alright. So this all is on a timer, and I don't want to. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, it may look like I don't know what I'm doing. It's just the game just doesn't want to cooperate. You see, you know, they use the jump button as the same button to do the flip, which is just a bad design because there's like 3 other buttons on this controller that do nothing. So why not use it at least to do something different? That would never fly these, and now, you know, nowadays. Oh, you see, he slowed down to give you the impression that you'll be able to do it, and then he just awkwardly doesn't do anything. Also, you can't be holding forward at all to be doing any tricks, which makes jumping over these sections a little difficult. I like that soundtrack. I'm gonna have to look if the soundtrack's you know, where I could get the soundtrack. Not much vocals, obviously. It's just that, hey DJ, line over and over. Alright, so looks like, alright, so it's gonna be a bigger. I'm gonna need at least 2 of those to get him. Don't know if that one will kill him. Alright, it did. Oh, that definitely will get him. Oh, no, I didn't notice he had the high level. He's a level 4 Gawu. Alright, so I got him taken care of. The rest should be on the boat. And then if I could remember correctly, the boss of this one's a fat boy. It's a big little fat guy. A fat Gawu ghost. Alright, so this one I need to use the grab. Which is some of the harder things to do in the game for some reason. And you think it wouldn't, but those grabs are not the easiest to do. Alright, got him even though I slammed my face in. So, yeah, it is the fat guy. I don't remember if these ones specifically had names. I don't think there's some sort of entrance. No, it's just fat ghost alien monsters. Which, you know, what other time and age would you get a game like this where you have to skateboard and, you know, stunt on alien ghosts? I would keep calling them ghosts, but they're actually not ghosts, but come on, look at that. Oh, you see, he just doesn't, because I was holding that forward to try to get that last push, he didn't want to register any other abilities. Alright, so he saw me there. Of course, his dumb thing. Also, it's just, yeah, you see, it's, you know, that's just PS2 wonky controls. I can't really do much else for that. Like, he's still kicking in the air. So I got one spin flip, but I want to do bigger combos, or else I'm not gonna, it's gonna run out of time. He's gonna fall. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't fall. I thought he was gonna burn that out. Of course, he's not there when I finally get this. The spin flip grab's actually one of the best because when you get to do all of them, it's just you just really shock him into place, just like that, just like that. So I cleared that. I just always liked that, man. He just looks so cool. I don't know what it is about him. I usually do a little bit better than that, but it's a hit and miss. So that's that. So that's the main gameplay mode, is the street mode, where obviously you do all those challenges and stuff. I'll just show you the main challenge mode, which is just pretty much trick tutorials on how to get the rest of the characters. So basics, just the basics. So doing the regular tricks, that's how you got Mr. Honda. Blueby, so I was right, he just looks funny to me. Then you have Gawu attack, which is how you get Clarice. And then in the other mode, it's just pretty much, it's a ramp, or a bowl, if you're familiar with any skating terms. And that's how you do, it's just like, you need to do specific tricks to do them, and that's how you unlock, like, the other characters, which is the grandma and her, which I don't remember her name, May, maybe, I think it's May, I want to say. Ready? But these are so precise, they want you to do, and because of the way the speed and when you're falling from the thing, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It looks like it looks easy now, but when they just start specifically wanting like crazy amounts of combos, I just feel it doesn't work really. These ones are the easiest. And they fall down, it's just freaking. And if I mess up now, then I lose the progress. I lose the progress. If I mess up the flip, I gotta do the other ones. Flip, flip, flip. Battery's dying. Oh no. Flip, flip. Oh, I got it. Not bad. Grab, grab. And you can't knock them all out, so I can't keep going in order. At least I don't think I can. Flip, grab. Oh, she's gonna eat it. Oh, she didn't. I thought she was gonna eat it. Spin, grab, grab. Alright, let's see if I can flip, flip, flip. Oh. I don't know. Well, I guess this will be a nice place to end because I just won't be able to do that. 5 grabs. She has nowhere enough speed to do that. Oh, even impressed myself. Flip, flip. I don't think so, but spin, flip, grab. Watch this little easy. Watch this flip. Ah, oh, game over. I'm finally on a roll, but I guess the game wants me to call it quits there. So guys, there you have it, another NeoVintage gameplay. My name is Steve. Thank you guys so much for the support. Jabrell and I have other gameplays, collection videos, discussion, in addition to our weekly podcast that goes up on Sundays, and throughout the week we separate it topic by topic, so if there's something that interests you, there it is. Let me know what you guys think of this game. I know it's a weird Japanese anime looking skateboard game that makes no sense, but it was 2001 on a PS2. There was plenty of games, and trust me, I'm going to show you guys more games that make 0 sense and that don't really work. But they're still fun. It was a different day and age. So let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you guys want us to play or look into, definitely let us know in the comments, like, share, all that stuff is appreciated. So until next time guys, thank you, take care.